Hi guys, I'm here in London. It's the day after C2C and I've hardly got a voice left, and that's partly because of these guys and what they did yesterday. How you doing, guys?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm good, thanks. How was C2C yesterday? I mean, that must have been pretty incredible for you guys to play at the O2.
It was the culmination of a long and crazy road, especially in the last year. It really did feel like it was something that we had been, sort of working towards, and I think we were all very present on stage, and I think we were all very aware of how crazy it was while we were playing, and um, it was very special.
You described it as the best crowd you've ever played to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. We've played big shows, but not when the crowds. It felt like the crowd was with us from the very get go, and it was massive. And the energy, when you have thousands of people like that, that their excitement is lifting you up, and it really did elevate each one of our performances. And that was as far as that scale goes and that energy level, that was a first for all of us. And now it feels like, okay, we've reached another kind of pinnacle in our career, and now you build upon that. But it was definitely a career kind of night last night.
Yeah. Well, the buzz about you guys on social media, I mean, as soon as you guys were announced on the lineup back in October, it was like, boom. Everybody went crazy about it. Have you noticed the love from the UK fans ever since the beginning?
Yeah. I mean, but when you haven't played over here and you haven't been over here, you can only hear people say things like, "Oh, people are very excited for you to come play." But going there and experiencing it, that's a totally different thing.
And obviously Casey and Little Big Town were here as well for the weekend, and you guys have been on tour with them in the States. So what's that been like sharing the stage with those guys? Because I mean, Casey in particular is a great fit with you guys.
Yeah, we haven't seen Casey. We've been with on the C2C run. We've been with Little Big Town has been headlining every night. Emmylou Harris and Margot Price. We've played a couple shows with Ashley Campbell and Lucas Nelson. So we've had a ball, man. We've gotten to know Margot a bit, and she's one of our favorites in music. Her band is so cool. She's so cool. Got to hang out with Emmylou's band. Yesterday I was having some tea with them. They're giving me all these amazing stories. And then Little Big Town, they watched our whole set from the side stage, and I don't know, they're almost kind of like our big brothers and sisters. That's what kind of really felt like last night. Coming off stage, they were like emotional. Philip was backstage taking shots with us, and they're just really proud. I think they've recently been through a similar kind of elevation of their careers, and they've been through it, and they know how hard it is and how rare it is. So it's really great to have their support. They do really feel like family.
Yeah, and talking of support, talk to us about what it's like to be part of the Big Machine family, because I mean they've been so helpful setting this up today, and tell us what it's like to be on that roster of amazing artists.
What's it like? Yes.
It's incredible. They were the ones that took a chance on us for what we were. They didn't want to change anything. We came to Nashville. We'd already figured out our sound in Texas, and we came to Nashville and played for them, and they said, okay, like we buy in, and they've accepted us as we are, warts and all, and they've been our greatest supporters, and it's incredible.
Yeah, and obviously for the album, you linked up with people like Shane McAnally and Dann Huff and obviously Josh Osborne as well. So tell us about what it's like to be part of that little community in Nashville that's got so much talent coming out of it.
Well, usually it's just the three of us doing all the work, and Shane and Josh and Dan are generally sitting in the back, fucking around, and not doing anything.
Eating all of our food.
Yeah, and they're taunting us, they're throwing things at us, and
Playing video games.
demanding.
Yeah, and
You
we're
know.
like, what do you guys think about that take? They're like, it's great. Whatever.
Yeah. Dan's like, be at my house at 10 a.m. We're like, okay, we're gonna, and Dan hands a broom
mop.
to Cam, a mop to Jess,
Yeah.
and then he says, I've
Makes
got
him
something
dress
for
up.
you, and he handed me a toothbrush, and
So
it's
it's nice that we get to clean his toilets and stuff
Yeah.
like that. We get to see like how healthy he's been, and
Yeah. He's got like a beautiful house, and he sits there and he says, I'll never forget this when Dan said, he looked at me right in the eyes and he says, "You will never have anything like this."
And it really motivates you. He's a great motivator, you know.
Next question. What else?
So he contributes nothing to the production whatsoever, Dan Huff?
No, not at all.
No.
They've done nothing.
Cool. So, new single, Make a Little. Tell us about that song and why you chose that as the next
Make
single.
a Little. That was a song. That song was something that was written out of necessity. We really wanted to add a tempo, an up-tempo song to our live set, and we really did set out to write something specific in mind. And I remember in the session we were arriving at different kind of concepts and just going, no, that sounds like a cool song, but not the song that we need to write right now. It has to be up tempo. It has to sound like, we were throwing out Dwight Yoakam references and Brooks and Dunn references, and that was really just a song that was inspired by our love of balls to the wall, honky tonk rock and roll music. And it's I think it's a powerful song with a great message, and that's why we chose it.
Yeah. And congrats on the ACM nominations as well, guys. I mean, that's amazing. Vocal Group of the Year and Single Record of the Year. So that must be a huge honour for you to be up there with some huge names.
Yeah. Vocal group is really something.
Yeah.
You think about that, because the people that we're in the same category with are truly gifted.
I was saying this to the Lanco guys a couple of days ago. The likes of Rascal Flatts, the likes of Rascal Flatts, like, haven't even been nominated this year. I mean, for you guys to be ahead of that pack must be incredible.
Oh,
yeah. Anytime you get recognized by your peers as being part of something excellent, it's great. But we never set out to do this thing for the awards and the accolades. We just did it for the money, the chicks, the fame, that sort
drugs.
of stuff.
Free drugs and stuff.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing we're after.
Cool. Well, talk to us about the next album. Are you already looking towards the next project and kind of working on it already?
We get to cut. We have studio time set aside in May, and we've been writing a ton. And there's of course a backlog of songs that we've been sitting on for a while, and the idea right now is to put it out near the end of the year. So when we come back in the end of November and the early part of December, hopefully the album will have been out and we'll be playing new songs.
You're looking forward to coming back and exploring the UK, kind of doing the
Absolutely.
tourist thing and seeing the sights?
I've never been, ever, and playing to fans that you can only dream about playing to when you're, sitting in your bedroom at, 8, 9 years old, pretending to be Elvis in the mirror. It's kind of crazy that
Cameron used to live in the dumpster behind McDonald's in his town.
I'm talking about Mark's bedroom.
Oh.
I didn't have a bedroom.
Yeah.
So he was Elvis.
So, guys, congrats on an amazing appearance yesterday at C2C. Really appreciate your time this afternoon, and we'll hopefully catch up next time you come back.
Thank you.
It'll be amazing. Cheers, guys.